In the lead though, so Mason's in the lead, and Newsham now is second. He's just done the quickest lap of the race. He's only half a second behind, so very interesting up front now. Massive time.
Yeah, I think it's going to be crucial to see whether Higgins can get past Thorburn as well. The 70 car of David Thorburn running in third, having had a strong start to the race, but now Jonathan Higgins really closing him down. Looking at the lap times, it really is Mason, Newsham and Higgins that are all running around about a 60-second, right, low 1 minute exactly. You can see 1:00.349, and he really is on top of Mason now. He looks like he's got the pace.
Yeah, I think we maybe chatted a little bit too soon on Mason winning the race. Oh, 42's round, that's Willis.
Yeah, 42 car of James Willis round. That's obviously going to be causing him to be out of contention, but let's hopefully he's going to be able to get the car going again, so we don't see safety cars or red flags or anything like that. We had a red yesterday. Mason now. Was that a wave there from Newsham?
Yeah, I think it was a wave. It wasn't a hand signal.
Well, as long as it was a polite one, because it was family viewing here at Setanta Sports, obviously. But now you can see the action is really starting to develop, and it's dragging them away a little bit. But Higgins is now up to third, so now we've got the three guys that have really been the quickest guys in the weekend, clearly in a position now to capitalise on that and move away from the rest of the pack.
Yeah, and Higgins was a second quicker on that lap, and he's 1.1 behind, so he's going to be right on top of them maybe soon.
Well, yeah, he's got the advantage of being able to just push. Obviously, these two are going to be falling over each other a little bit, so needless to say, it plays into Higgins' hands a little bit in terms of him having the initiative, but there's only 3 laps to go now, so whatever he's going to do, he's going to have to get cracking, because he's got to close it down. I'm sure he's going to have a go, is Mason. He's thinking about it, but no, just sits there. That's surprising.
Yeah, unbelievable. I think he just wants the timing. I haven't seen anyone this close before, ever. He's so close the whole lap. And now Higgins is coming up behind as well.
It looks like a car with 8 wheels and 2 drivers, doesn't it? It really does look that close. You can't see where one starts and the other one finishes. And this is why this championship is so popular. And the crowd here at Knockhill have had a great day's racing. And those that were here early will have seen one fantastic race. Now let's have a little look what happens with the post. Oh, that is perfect drifting going on through there. That was a great little shot. Couldn't quite see the number of the driver, unfortunately, so couldn't give him the credit he deserved. I think it might have been the 28 car of Hines, so I'm not quite sure, but that's who it looked like from the distance. But the 50 car of Newsham, well, he seems to have just managed to just get a bit of momentum going behind him. He's edged away. Thorburns dropped back a little bit in the 70 car. Where's our mate Ben? Well, he's still down there in the midfield. He's 16th at the moment. And he's around about 0.2 of a second behind Dow. And Hines, the other Hines, that is, two Hines in the race. You've basically got the guys running near at the front.
And there he goes, just got a place, I think, mate.
Yeah,
Ben's got a place there.
Got a place here. Yeah, and the easy to spot 25 car there of Hines just overtaken there. And he's now in turn having to defend from the 37 car of Rory Bryan. Easy to spot that one. He's trying to go around the outside of Ben. I think Ben might be rusty, but he's not that rusty.
Yeah, he can't be that nice. Surely.
He is a nice bloke, but he's got a race. His racing driver head on now. So pressure on it goes on. All the red mist comes down. But Newsham now back under pressure as they're going to about to start the last lap. They're going to come through car loop and head down to Real Radio Hairpin for the final time. But Higgins, surprisingly, hasn't really closed them down. I think, if anything, they've just dragged each other along faster.
Yeah, I think Mason actually hasn't made a move yet. He's just been towing around, being sensible actually, so that it doesn't involve 3 cars. Let's see what he does here.
Exactly that. It's almost like when you watch the Tour de France, the final stages, nobody wants to sprint first, and then finally you go for it at the last minute. So you've got to have a go, surely. Ben Mason has won 2 championships on the trot. He's leading this championship at the moment, and he's got every chance of recapturing the crown. But you don't win championships by throwing the car off into the gravel. So obviously he's determined to get a really solid result, but I'm sure he's thinking about, can I get this win? That's what we would go racing for at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think he's going to throw it down the inside of him. Let's see. Yeah, okay, right, here we go. Try the dummy at least.
Yeah, have a little look. Try and make him make a mistake. That's what I think you do, isn't it? He is glued to the back. You see those little bumpers on the car? It's almost like there's a bungee strap tying them together, isn't it? Last corner, last lap. This is going to be it. Can Newsham hang on? Is Mason going to have a go? He thinks about it. He's got to have a look. He's surely going to go for it. Down the inside, late on the brakes. Ben Mason, but later on the brakes is Newsham. But he's got the cut back. Is it going to be a drag race to the finish? I think Newsham's just about done enough. It's going to be the number 50 car of Newsham. Dave Newsham comes across to win the race just from Mason, from John Higgins. Thorburn is going to come in fourth. So the 50 car, which started down in 20th on the grid, has worked his way through to get the win. Awesome stuff, as we thought it was going to be. Now, is that Ben in the background? That looks like Alfred Ben Edwards just behind the 46 car. So he will have made his way up to 15th by the looks of things. And I'm sure he will have had a lot of fun in the process, most importantly.
Yeah, fantastic driver, Ben.
Good stuff, great job. So he's managed to dovetail his commentating with his driving. Having done that last year at Brands Hatch, it takes you a while for your brain to go from one mode to the other, to talking about cars rather than driving them, and vice versa.
Well, Newsham did a really good job there. How he won that with Mason right behind him, fantastic.
Well, I just surprised, as we both said, that Mason didn't really have a proper go at any point. He just seemed to be happy to sit there. Maybe that's exactly what his tactics were. So Newsham by 0.3 of a second from Ben Mason, John Higgins. A good solid drive with a win and a third today. David Thorburn, Alex Knight, Alistair Tom, Jared McCosh after a third yesterday, had a good drive early on as well. Frank Hines, Carol Brown, she was really the star of that race earlier this morning. Great scrap with John Higgins and Steve Call rounding out the top 10. So are we going to see any donuts, do you think, Piers?
I hope so.
That'd be good fun. Great way to entertain. I think that it should be mandatory. In fact, drivers these days are penalised for doing things like entertaining the crowd. Oh, here we go. It was listening to us.
That's the spirit. Good effort. They're both doing it. Fantastic. One's on the grass.
They're not going to be very happy with... I don't know if Knockhill has a groundsman as such, but... No, it's like Terry Grant. Terry Grant does these great displays in one of these little cars. He used to race them, and now everyone's having a bit of a go, like trying to be usurped by one another. But that's what we want to see—a bit of entertainment, all good stuff. Doesn't do any harm, well, apart from to the grass, maybe.
Unbelievable. He's still going. Keep going.
He's obviously pretty bulletproof. Well, there's Mason now. He's having a little bit of showbiz down here. So what I hope is that they're not going to get 28 car, but it's
like free for all, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all play. Really good stuff there. I'm trying to think where Hines, he finished in 8th position. Now I think that was him that took out the marker post as well, with a proper bit of spectacular sideways driving through the chicane. So all good stuff. I was at A1GP Brands Hatch race at the end of last year, and the top 3 there did exactly that, except with 500 horsepower cars, up to the point that Robbie Kerr actually stalled his in the end, which didn't go down too well with the boys. Oh, now someone's taking a helmet off. That's really not going to be popular with the officials there. That's the 99 car there.
Man.
And so who's that that's doing that? Let's see who that is on that time machine.
Man.
Gordon Mann.
Gordon Mann.
He's the man. So we've got some interviews in a moment, hopefully, with the winners. Maybe we'll ask them about their donutting technique as much as about their actual racecraft. But that's got to be one of those races that when you get out of a car, you've got to, with a big grin on your face and shaking hands with your opposition, haven't you?
Yeah, fantastic race. Lots of Casa de Love there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Casa de Love's going to be a place to be later on. So we see there our man Ben Edwards coming in. Thumbs up. There he is. He wears spectacles while he's racing as well. He's been brilliant, hasn't he? Had a great time. I'm sure he's thoroughly enjoyed himself. Bit of luck, we might get a chance to have a little chat with Ben and see what he thought about it. So he's having to get the car back. And who we got Diana down there. She's going to hopefully collar Ben. Find out what we've got in terms of his reaction to the race. One thing I'm sure is he enjoyed it. He had an engine failure yesterday, which put him out. But I think Diana is just going to be able to have a quick chat with Ben just as he removes his crash helmet.
Thank you very much. Well, Ben's just taking his helmet off inside the car. So I'll just let him get that off, but it's been a fantastic race out there today, Ben. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, it was great fun, Diana. Just these things are such fun to drive, you know, and it's just a magic series. You start at the back and you just try and battle your way through, and I really enjoyed it. Thanks to the guys at Burnett Motorsport who did a fantastic job all weekend. They changed the engine on this yesterday because the engine went in the first race, so they did a fantastic job.
So are you making a comeback, Ben?
No, I don't think so, Diana. I think I'll stick behind the microphone, but it's always just great fun to get out there occasionally.
All right, great stuff. Thanks very much, Ben. Well, that's it from Ben for the moment, so we'll just take a short break. Join us after that.